Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. You have to understand this is summer camp at a Boys and Girls Club, and this is how we start off every single day. So welcome to the country's first Boys and Girls Club organization, the Boys and Girls Clubs of Hartford. I am Sam Gray, and I'm the president and CEO of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Hartford. I represent over 10,000 young people who call the Boys and Girls Club a second home here in Hartford. As you may have seen, in the gymnasium, we had a number of kids working and playing futsal in our gymnasium, and it's been a phenomenal relationship we've had over the last couple of months to actually have coaches and mentors bring in their expertise and love for the game of soccer through futsal. And we've had that opportunity to have some remarkable mentors and coaches here working with our young people. Not only is it exciting to expose kids to the game on a daily basis, it is fun and it promotes physical activity. But deeper than that, the mentors, the coaches of the program have served as great role models for our kids. It is clear to me that providing opportunities for our youth in the community and the youth of Hartford is paramount to the Hartford Sports Group, and we are excited to see this relationship to continue to grow as we work together to support as many kids who walk through the doors of a Boys and Girls Club every single day. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Bruce Mandel, president of the Hartford Sports Group.
Well, Sam, I'm glad we're about the same size. It makes it easy. But welcome, everybody. What a great turnout today. What an exciting day. Thank you, Sam. We really appreciate the opportunity to be here today at your club for this historic announcement and look forward to continuing to work with the Boys and Girls Clubs in the future. As Sam said, Hartford was the first Boys and Girls Club, and today is a day of firsts. We're really excited. Be great is one of the models of the Boys and Girls Club, and it's something that we're going to strive for our team. So we're here today to officially announce that we are bringing a professional soccer team to Hartford. Our goal is clear: to win on and off the field, energize the Hartford region, and help make our capital city the best place to live, work, and play. The project has taken almost 3 years to launch. 3 years. And it wouldn't have happened without my great partners, Joe Calafiore and Scott Schooley. Their tireless efforts, support, and intelligence, sometimes intelligence, got us here today. My partners and I also want to thank the leadership of the state and city. This has been a great public-private partnership. I want to thank Governor Malloy, who couldn't make it here today, to Mayor Bronin and his staff, including Kylie Gosselin, Howard Rifkin, and Alyssa Hobbs. We have a lot of people to thank because it's been a great, large effort, and it really takes a team to bring a team. I want to thank the Hartford City Council and Council President Thames, Councilman Sanchez, Gale, Clark, and Deutsch, and Councilwomen Bermudez and Wench. Thank you to the Capital Region Development Authority under the amazing leadership of Mike Freemuth and his staff, including Kim Hart, Tony Lozano, and Bob Saint. So critical to this process. Thank you to State Senator Fonfara. I didn't see if he's here today, but he was instrumental in helping us secure bond funds. And to Matt Ritter, thank you so much. And Mr. Concepcion, awesome job. We really, really appreciate your efforts. I want to thank you to the community groups. We spent so much time really early on in this process talking with the community groups and getting their input. And those included PRAC and SysCon and Colt Gateway and Hartford Youth Soccer, which was really fun to work with. Got to thank my buddies, Dave Kozak and Adam Salina. They really helped us navigate this project. For me, it was something new to get involved with the city and the state, and I really needed support from some brilliant strategists, and Dave and Adam really did a great job. Thank you to Dean Pagani and Doobie McDowell You probably know those names. The media certainly does. They help us with all our media relations. Of course, you got to thank your family, and I have a pretty big one. Some are here today. My wife, Lillian, and daughter, Isabella, are out today, but my daughter, Maddie, is either here or lost. She was coming from Woodbridge, and she said she was in Naugatuck. I don't know what happened there, okay? But she'll be here, I guess, at some point. We're growing our team already in Hartford, and I want to thank Joe Calafiore Jr. and Chris Cianco, who's been so helpful, and Lily and Ahmad, who put this together today. It takes hard work to do that. They're working 16, 18 hours yesterday. Thank you so much. Now, let me thank the USL. What a great partner we've had. This is an amazing league, and you're going to learn more about it. And I'd like to introduce now the president of the league, Jake Edwards, to say a few words. Before, Jake, on your way up, I think we're going to roll a video.
Thank you, everybody. Well, that gets me fired up every time I see that, and that's what's coming. So look out. There's going to be, you won't know what hit you next year, but we're very excited. On behalf of our CEO, Alec Papadakis, my team here, the entire USL family, it's my great pleasure to be here to officially welcome Hartford into the United Soccer League. Today is truly a momentous day. England is playing in the semi-finals of the World Cup for the first time in 28 years. We're one game away from the World Cup final. First time since 1966. So I know you're all desperate to get out and watch that game. So I'll be as quick as I can, and we'll be out of here. Any England fans in here? Yeah. Very good. No Croatian fans in here, are they? Some? This is really a special day, though. We're now bringing a professional soccer club to this great city for good. A city that has long embraced the global game. We're thrilled to see so many soccer fans here in this room, so many kids playing the sport next door. And you are absolutely the main reason that we are here. You've supported the growth of this game locally. You've got behind it when any of those big national teams and national games have come here. Our fans are absolutely the lifeblood of our league, and we're thrilled that the soccer fans in this community are going to join our passionate and ever-increasing USL fan base. Over 3 million fans actually will come to USL games this season, testament to the exciting and compelling action we continue to deliver and the profile that we keep to build across this country domestically and internationally, supported by our great friends and media partners at ESPN, not far from here in Bristol. This season, we're going to have 33 clubs currently competing to lift that fantastic trophy behind you there. Do get a photo with it, the USL Cup. Next season, we're going to have several more exciting markets joining the USL. And who knows, maybe at the end of next season, this trophy might be coming home to Hartford. I'd like to echo some of Bruce's thank yous. Thank Mayor Bronin and his staff, the folks at the CRDA, and everybody that's really played a key role in making this happen. I'd like to thank Sam Gray for hosting us here at the Boys and Girls Club, and I'd like to congratulate him and his team on the great work they do, the important work they do to affect the lives of so many youth in such a positive way. So well done, Sam. Thank you. Quick thanks to my team here. We've got a few folks here from the USL and all the team back at our league office watching this game. They've worked tirelessly day in, day out, not just to prepare for this event, but to really take the league to ever greater heights. And it's just a real pleasure to work with such a group of dynamic and enthusiastic sports executives. So I'd like to thank them for everything they do. Finally, I would certainly like to recognize Bruce, Scott, and Joe. They have... I'm just thinking of you and your friend over here dunking on you, that little story. Yeah. He was a great basketball player. Don't let the size fool you. So. I'd like to thank them for the support and the commitment they've made to this community, to our sport, and to the USL. We pride ourselves on the quality of ownership we have in the USL and the commitments they all make to make their communities better places to live, work, and play for all. So we're certainly looking forward to rolling up our sleeves, working with Bruce and the Hartford Athletic Group, working with everybody in this room and the wider community here in Hartford to build and deliver you a professional soccer club that you can be so proud to call your own, and you can have so much fun coming out to support. So with that, I would like to welcome Bruce, Scott, and Joe up to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to officially welcome Hartford to the USL for 2019.
Wow, that's exciting. Thank you, Jake, so much. And we're really fired up to compete in the USL. It's going to be great. No doubt Connecticut has a diverse, strong immigrant population who love the game. We have a strong youth program led by the CJSA and our great soccer clubs in Connecticut. We have one of the oldest and largest chapters of the American Outlaws and top TV viewership in the Premier League and the World Cup. And we're going to be playing in an iconic, renovated stadium, Dillon Stadium. Who's going to join me for the first march to the match? From Front Street to Dillon, it's going to be great. Hartford's on the move, and we can't wait to support its growth. To talk more about this, I'd like to introduce the Honorable Mayor, Luke Bronin.
Good morning, everybody. This is a great day for the city of Hartford, and we are so excited to welcome the USL and Hartford Athletic to this great city. There are a lot of people I want to acknowledge and thank right off the bat. First of all, Bruce, you and the team at Hartford Sports Group have just been phenomenal. You know, your vision to start with, your persistence, your personal commitment, and your desire not just to have a team here, but to really make it a part of a broader revitalization of this great city and to make it about community is the kind of partnership that we all want to see. And we're so grateful to you, all three of you, and the entire team at Hartford Sports Group. You know, to take a little detour for a second, we're announcing this at the Boys and Girls Club, and there's a reason for that. First of all, I think, if I'm not wrong, Bruce used to be a board member, still a board member, used to be chair, is that right? Never chair. Maybe someday he'll be chair. But he's been a long-standing board member at the Boys and Girls Club, and the Boys and Girls Club, in partnership, I think Hartford Sports Group and the Boys and Girls Club recently launched a futsal program, which the kids have loved. There is so much passion for the game of soccer in this community, and I think that that's perfectly emblematic of what the Hartford Sports Group wants to do in here in Hartford. They want to make this a soccer town. They want to make sure that kids of every age have the opportunity to grow, to develop in the game, and to watch world-class players playing just down the road at Dillon Stadium. And there is no better league that we could welcome to Hartford than USL. They've got such tremendous energy behind them right now, and we are proud that the city of Hartford is joining communities like Austin and Memphis as part of this latest round of new expansion for the USL. So I cannot wait to go to these games and can't wait to do it in Dillon Stadium. But making something like this possible takes, yes, a committed, persistent, dedicated local ownership team like Hartford Sports Group, but it takes a lot of other partners too. And so first of all, I want to acknowledge two Hartford legislators without whom this could not be possible. First of all, House Majority Leader Matt Ritter is here with us. We are, as a city, we are so lucky to have Matt representing the city of Hartford at the state capitol. We could not have a more passionate or a more effective legislative leader fighting for our city than Matt. And that includes making sure that the state is a partner to Hartford in so many ways, including through CRDA, the Capital Region Development Authority. And so I want to say thank you, Matt, to you for your leadership. Another incredible legislative leader who makes so many things possible in the city of Hartford is State Senator John Fonfara. Now, in typical fashion, Senator Fonfara didn't want to come up and sit up front. He likes to hang in the back, but don't be fooled. He gets an awful lot done. And one of the reasons that this is possible, the renovation of Dillon Stadium, the possibility of building this partnership with Hartford Sports Group and welcoming the USL, is because the Capital Region Development Authority was built and then capitalized not just for downtown housing development, but for neighborhood investment as well. And that neighborhood investment is what makes this possible. And John Fonfara has been the strongest champion we could ask for CRDA, for that capitalization of neighborhood funds. And so, Senator, thank you for everything that you've done to do that. I'm going to be going on longer than you want me to, but there are other people that I got to acknowledge here. So first of all, we wanted to make sure that this was done right. And that meant having an open, extensive, public, transparent process to talk about what our community wanted to see in Dillon Stadium, to talk about what kind of partner we could bring to the table. And obviously, myself as mayor and the city council worked in lockstep on that. And so I see a former city councilman, now recently elected state representative, Julio Concepcion, as well as city councilman Jimmy Sanchez here today. There may be other council members here, forgive me if I can't see them, but every single one of our council members was committed to this idea of restoring Dillon Stadium as a community asset and making it a home to professional soccer. And the way we wanted to do that was to ask one of the best organizations in the state to be our partner in that, and that's CRDA, the Capital Region Development Authority. Mike Freemuth couldn't be here today, but he is the head of the Capital Region Development Authority, and he's the best in the business at making tough deals happen. And so although he's absent, I want to make sure that we thank him as well for all the work that he did. So please join me for the round of applause for the City Council and for CRDA. Now, finally, I just want to say thank you to the team at City Hall that has spent a lot of time working in partnership with Hartford Sports Group, with CRDA, to make this possible. First of all, a man who was no stranger to stadium projects, Sean Fitzpatrick. Sean was, until recently, our development services director. Without him, the Yard Goats Park would never have gotten built, and because of him, it has now been voted for 2 years in a row the best AA park in the country. And Sean was a critical part of moving this project forward from its very early stages. Also with us in the back is our current acting director of development services, Kylie Goslin. And Kylie and Elisa Hobbs on her team and many others have been doing hard yeoman's work to make sure that we do this right, because we're committed to making sure that we do this right. So I want to say thank you to Kylie and the entire team as well. Now, I could go on acknowledging people and thanking people, but I understand that there's probably a limit, and I hear there's a soccer game that somebody wants to get to, or should I call it football? But I do want to say this. When you look at what's happening in the city of Hartford right now, you see a city that's on the rise. You see a tremendous amount of energy and activity. And whether it's the Yard Goats ballpark selling out game after game after game, whether it's just the different level of activity and energy and feet on the street that you see through the downtown, whether it's our incredible theaters at Hartford Stage or Theater Works, whether it's the vacant commercial buildings being brought back to life and filling up as residential communities, whether it is companies like Infosys or United Bank and making Hartford their home, or whether it is the USL deciding to make Hartford, Connecticut one of their expansion cities this year. This is a city that's moving forward and looking up. And if you look down in Coltsville, you couldn't find a better example of what that progress looks like and what those partnerships look like that make that progress possible. Because down in Coltsville, next to Dillon Park, you now have the old historic Colt armories restored beautifully as both commercial centers and residential communities. You have the Hooker Brewery opening a tasting room that if you haven't been to, you got to go check out. You've got, because of a partnership between state and federal government, you've got a federal grant to begin making upgrades in the incredible Colt Park. And now we have the prospect of bringing Dillon Stadium, that historic venue, back to life to serve our community and to be a home to the USL. And all of that adds to the momentum, adds to the energy, and it's our job to keep our foot on the gas, to spread the word, to make sure that everybody in Hartford, in Connecticut, and beyond understands what's happening here in Hartford. These guys get it. Hartford Sports Group, USL, our legislators, our team, all of you. And I have to close out with a final thank you, which is to the governor of the state of Connecticut, because he has been the best partner we could ask for in the city of Hartford, not just in working with us to deal with our immediate fiscal troubles, but having that vision to understand the role that things like this play in changing the way we all think about our capital city. And so although he's not here right now, I want to say a big thank you to him and his administration for their partnership. And without further ado, please join me in celebrating the arrival of the USL and the Hartford Sports Group to the great city of Hartford.
Thank you, Mayor. We're so fortunate to have your vision here in the city of Hartford, and we are on the rise, and we're so excited to be part of that. All right, let's talk a little bit about the team. First, to all of our supporters, thank you for the input on the team name. We had awesome entries, including so many from my mom. You can't believe it. The wild dogs, the wild boars. There's a theme there, I think. I'm not sure. We've already received 1,000 commitments for season tickets. That's pretty amazing. We haven't even kicked off. In the future, we're going to be announcing our brand and our logo, and we're getting a lot of input to that, and that's really exciting. But today, we're going to announce our name, and let's cue a little video.
Our state, our city, our game, our team. Hartford Athletic. Here we come.
Hartford Athletic is the name. And here are a few reasons why. We want this team to represent the capital city of our great state. So we're leading with Hartford as the core of our name. We want an authentic and unique soccer team name. Athletic is used around the world by soccer clubs, including Atletico Madrid, but no pro soccer team in the United States has used that name. We are now the first. Also, The name athletic is used around the world for clubs that support youth development. And as the mayor said, it's so critical to our vision as a team is to develop youth, to help develop the city. We're going to develop our team and also our front office. We want people who want to grow and build just like the city of Hartford is doing. I also want to do a quick shout out to Jeff Devereaux if he's here, because Jeff had the vision to actually start a Hartford athletic club for the youth of Hartford and then helped us to secure this great name. Jeff, are you here? I think he is. Well done, Jeff. Thank you so much. Okay, so finally the colors. Well, that was probably the easiest decision that we have. As a huge Hartford Whaler fan, we had to go with the blue and green. These are really Hartford's colors now. The Hartford Whaler heritage, who could ever forget that? And our friends at the Yard Goats are doing so great with their blue and green. So we're excited to be part of that team. So finally, I want to thank everybody who joined us today. And to our supporters and sponsors, we are committed to success on the field. And we need your help. Get on social media, light it up, buy tickets, merchandise. Let's show the world that we can create the best team in USL and make our city and state so proud. Thank you, everybody. So before we check out, I thought it would be important, very important that, I'm sorry, but I thought it would be very important to have Legislator Matt Ritter say a few words in his district. Come on.
I'll be very, very quick. I will say that Dillon Stadium, the one thing that we talked about is the youth soccer. I actually grew up playing for the Hartford soccer team from the time I was 8 years old till I was 18. I see Franklin Perry, who's my best friend still today. We met in that soccer field. We used to play at Dillon Stadium. Franklin went on to be a college All-American at Amherst College. I went on to get cut at Colby my sophomore year. But the relationships on that field, the diversity on that field, you mentioned it. The city is perfect for soccer. It's going to be great for our youth. It's something that is long overdue in the city, and everybody made it happen. So what a great day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. And you can go to hartfordathletic.com, hartfordathletic.com, to start buying some tickets and some merchandise. We need you guys. Get out there. For the media, we're going to do some interviews outside when you guys are ready.